Then we're back with what will probably be the final episode of the Persona 5 playthrough.
Still just a kid,
Persona 5. Fuck me, Persona 3. God damn it.
No matter how
Whatever.
grown up I try to act, people still end up protecting me. There's always someone sheltering me. I wonder if I'll ever be strong enough to protect someone else instead.
I wonder. Guess we got 5 more characters to talk to. Then I assume it's the end of the game. Well, obviously, I assume. Because Aigis isn't here, right? So I assume Aigis would be like the last one we talk to. Who is this?
Hmm? It's you, right? I'm Maiko's father,
okay.
if you remember. Do you have a minute to talk? I've been dwelling a little on what happened. Perfect. If you don't mind, let's take a walk down to the takoyaki stand. I'll buy you some. My treat. The food there sure is good. But you knew that already, didn't you? When I see this place, I remember all the times I'd come here with Maiko. She came here when she ran away from home, too. She really loved the takoyaki. She's a good girl. Wouldn't you agree? She's so good that I wonder if she's really my own child sometimes. She actually sent me a letter recently. It's chock full of details about her new life. She said she's made a lot of friends. Let's see. She's in charge of the rabbits at her new school and has had to get up early to clean the cages. They scolded her for forgetting her PE uniform. She forgot her homework and had to copy a friend's. I guess she can be a bit absent-minded. I never knew that about her. Oh, and she did so well on her recorder test that she was asked to perform in front of everyone. Then she went on to talk about how she plays at the park by the school with her friends every day. Her mother's doing well, too. They're having a lot of fun together. Having fun. Must be nice. Nowadays, I just come home to an empty house. The rooms feel so big without those two around. I wonder if she feels the same way. Living in a home with no father in it. We put her through so much because of our own problems. I feel terrible about it. By the way, I've actually got a bone to pick with you, too. Maiko must have really liked you, huh? She wrote all about it.
I can't wait to grow up. That's why I'm drinking lots of milk. I'm going to marry him someday.
What the hell is that about, you little punk? You were taking advantage of my little Maiko, weren't you? Maybe I haven't been the best at them. I'm still her father, damn it. And I'm not letting a guy like you touch my daughter with a 10-foot pole. I'll never let you marry her. And don't you forget it!
Okay. Who's this?
I heard he had a hand in the hidden menu at Hagakure as well.
Oh, yes. I've heard the same story. They say he tried a bite of some dish. Then he said it could use some fish flakes. So they put some in, and sure enough, it was delicious. Now it's an item on our hidden menu. I'm a big fan of it myself. I had him come up with some ideas for Wakatsu, too.
Oh, this is Sumitsu? Okay, yeah, cool. I was like trying to piece together, like, who is this about? And then, okay.
Sure, his appearance and behavior are, how should I say this, eccentric? But he knows everything about food, and his palate is refined. He's in a league of his own among gourmands. There's not a restaurateur around here who doesn't know him.
Is he that famous? So when you heard he was planning to leave to tour the country...
I was shocked and disappointed, of course. But I'm glad to hear he's doing well for himself. I hear he's got a book coming out. It's very exciting. Even when he's far away, I can still feel him. Wait, don't run that.
Are the rumors about a King Suemitsu statue being built in this shopping district true?
Oh, yes, I can't wait. I'll be rubbing it every day for good luck.
Oh, are you a student from the area? Do you mind if we get a few words from you? Are you familiar with a high school student known as the Gourmet King? Oh, your uniform. So he went to Gekkoukan High then? Thanks for your time. I'd love a chance to meet him myself one day.
Okay.
Well, look who it is. It's been a while. You've grown so much since the last time I saw you.
Now, dear. They don't grow that fast. What must have happened is that we shrank. Isn't that right?
Oh, is that how it is? Looks like you got one over on me. Say, you know our old shop here, Bookworms? I'm thinking it's due for a makeover. Something fresh, avant-garde. I can't let Gekkoukan's new school building hog the spotlight. Ain't it? I'll hash out some plans with my dear and make this place even better.
Speaking of the new school building, they've decided to replant the persimmon tree. It'll be moved to a special location on a hill overlooking the whole campus. Our dear boy will be able to watch over those students for many more years to come. I know the tree isn't actually our son, and yet, this makes me feel so happy.
Ever since my dear heard the news, she's turned into a leaky faucet. Come on, give me a smile. Gaga.
Please, dear. I think your dentures are falling out. Anyhow, we'll be supporting the Gekkoukan students with renewed strength in our hearts. Looking at you again, you really did grow, didn't you? You've overcome great hardships, I can tell. Come back and visit us anytime. We'd always love to see you.
Okay.
If we can get that young man to spread the word at Gekkoukan, there'll be no end to our customers. Not a bad idea, eh, dear?
Come now, don't make him.
You don't have to put it like that.
Oh, you.
Okay. Oh, did I miss one here? So with this we got Koro-chan. Oh, this is gonna be Kamiki, isn't it?
Hello there. Oh, excuse me.
So what, Kamiki's mom or something?
So it was you. Oh, excuse me. I'm Miss Kamiki. Akinari's mother. My son talked about you a lot. I was just thinking about him. If you have time, would you like to stay and talk for a while? That's wonderful. Please sit down. Today is a special day. What a coincidence seeing you today. It must be another one of God's whims. Today is my son's, Akinari's birthday. He'd be 20 if he was still alive. Only 19 years. It was too soon. He was almost an adult, but he never made it. Akinari had a genetic disease. I'm completely healthy, but him... The doctors detected it when he was born. They knew he wouldn't live to see adulthood. Every day, I worried whether he'd wake up the next morning. I blamed myself for what he inherited. But he said something to me near the end. I'm sorry to have brought so much pain into your life, Mother. I'm glad that I was born into this world. I'm glad to have been your son. Thank you for the life you've given me. He suffered so much, and yet he still said that to me. But Akinari brought me so much happiness too. Feeling his warmth as I carried him in my arms after he was born. Those tiny hands. That first smile. Hearing his breathing as he slept at night. Every day, I was so grateful he was alive. Every day, I found new joy in him. Now, I'm so alone. And there's nothing I can do. But my boy gave me so much. I have to keep going. Looking straight ahead. That's how I want to live. I'll eat the finest foods, visit the most exotic places. I'll do everything. Absolutely everything that Akinari couldn't. I'll have so many stories to tell him about the things I've done on that day. When we meet again on the other side, if I didn't have that to look forward to...
I'm seeing it. Okay.
I don't know how
I feel like I have a good idea of how this is
that reminds
wrapping
me,
up at this point.
when my son's
I'm interested in seeing what the
condition
answer is then.
he started writing a children's
Because I know it's an
story
Aigis
when I
obviously
was
focused
cleaning out his
thing.
room. I never found his notebook.
So is it going to be like
He
Aigis
said
coming to
he wanted
terms
you
with
to be the first one to see it when he was
his death?
Then he laughed
Is that what it
and
is?
said I would be second. I suppose he wasn't able to finish the story.
Basically, I legitimately like know nothing about the answer outside of it being an epilogue to the original game.
What? So, did you get to read the story?
I didn't even like actually see what I pushed there. I'll be honest. Okay.
I see.
But yeah, so like,
So you did.
I think we're clearly like
That was my only regret. It was
thinking through the themes of the story and everything. I feel like he has to die here, right?
Oh, you should hold on to his notebook. I'm sure that's what he would want to. I'll hear the story from him directly when I see
And like
him
considering
on
they're
the
clearly
other
saving
side.
Aigis for
Now I
last.
have one more thing to look forward to.
Actually, I guess that isn't that relevant though, is it? He's
I'm
like,
glad I could finally meet you. Thank you.
like
Before I
Aigis
go,
being last. But
let this old woman give you
Okay,
one
like-
piece of advice. Take good care of the ones you hold dear. If you wait until their day comes, it's too late.
because like obviously like the
Clinging to
themes of
their
this game
cold
seem to be that
bodies
like
Won't
you're
bring them back.
it's
Everyone who's born will die.
it's
someday.
essentially you
Not just Akinari.
because like throughout a lot of the game
Or
obviously people have
even
this
you.
fear of living their lives
It's
and
all
like
the same.
or like running away from things and
So before
like
that
this
happens,
game is
it
meant to
doesn't take a
be
grand gesture.
like the themes of
You
this game
don't have
seem
to
to
make
be
a big
accepting
production of
like
it.
or being willing to
But
live out your
if you
life being
love
willing
someone,
to or like
Let them know
what's the best way to explain it
we all go through
like obviously
life
like
with the
not
same
having fear
struggles,
to live your life not having
same
fear of
heartbreak.
what's to
We should
come
all lift each other up with the
where
same
obviously
love
death
and
like the
kindness
acceptance
as
of
well.
death is obviously a major
I'm sure
theme here
you
as well
have
that
something
death is part of
precious
life
you can share with people too. Don't ever forget it.
But it's like you gotta remember to like, or you have to like make the most of your life. And I feel like this is like clearly like Makoto doing that at this point. Like this is like him resolving that. Or like it feels like he's lived to this point too. Like he's obviously, again, like everyone's mentioning the fact that he's sick and everything. Like he's held it out here too. Okay. So now what? But again, it feels like... Oh, it's Tanaka.
Coming up next, a special report on
But again, it feels
Amazing
like
Commodities
to
Corporation,
wrap up the
producer of
story,
Tanaka's Amazing
like fulfill its themes, I feel like Makoto has to
President Tanaka
die.
has made an undisclosed private expenditure that caused quite a stir in the
Which again
media.
makes me question, like,
With
what
us
is the
our
answer?
reporter
Because I'm
live
worried
on
that the
scene.
answer is going to be, like,
Take it
bring
away.
him back to life.
I'm
Because I feel like
reporting
that'd
from
be
the Amazing
dumb.
Commodities head office, where a swarm of journalists has convened. Word has it that President Tanaka will be coming out shortly to make a statement. The tension in the air is thick.
Thank you. We'll be looking forward to updates as things unfold. Back to the studio. The
Where I think what I
unaccounted for
would want the
expenditure
answer
has
to
sparked a
be
massive investigation.
is showing how the other
Theorize
characters
he is
move
guilty
on
of
from his
tax
death.
evasion.
More so than, like, anything involved with, like, potentially trying to bring him back or anything.
All he cares about is lining his own pockets, and he does it by swindling his own viewers. He could become the richest man on the planet and still never be
See how it goes.
satisfied. Why doesn't he donate some of that money for a change? Damn Scrooge.
Well, I'm sure he's not as bad as all that. Oh, this just in. Something's happened at the scene.
President Tanaka has emerged. He's carrying a microphone. It looks like he's about to sing.
Ready to go in your TV? Tanaka's Commodities, everybody's ultimate friend in greed. Hi, everyone. Amazing Commodities is here for you year-round, rain or shine. We have a monopoly on the cheapest, highest quality goods.
Honestly, I do feel like this has been a lot of final conversations here. I feel like these are actually like maybe a little bit too long for my liking, but it's fine.
We're the only miracle left in this sad, desolate world. That's the Amazing Commodities guarantee. We look forward to your business.
I wonder if this is David Wright's favorite game. Well, that's like the first thing I think.
He's gone.
I feel like David Wright should have just played Persona 3 instead of one on Survivor. I feel like he would have gotten the same lessons.
We'll have to interrupt you there as we've just received a fax.
Should I make a David Wright joke in my video? I think I might actually. Which like 99% of people that watch don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Best friend your pocketbook ever had. And what's in my pocketbook is my own business. It's not my company's money. So what's it to them how I use it? But let me make one thing clear. I am not ashamed of a single thing. My conscience is clear, dear viewers. So buy my products, guilt-free. Amazing Commodities, here for you year-round, rain or shine. Buy now, or you'll miss your chance. You'll see.
Also, I feel like this is an interesting game in the sense that I feel like it feels...
He had no intention of revealing his
like, obviously the themes are very different in Persona 5.
Does he have no shame? This Tanaka guy. Just because
Which, like, Persona 5's themes are more so, like, you know, like, fighting for what's right and that sort of thing. Where, like, I feel like this game, like, it's like, I feel like the way that the main character is used is a bit differently, right? Where, like, I feel like Persona 5's, it feels like things were happening, like, I felt like the main character was, like, a lot more involved.
We can only hope that they went to humanitarian purposes.
In, like, the thematic messaging.
Next up, Your daily
Well, like,
clicks
I mean,
into the
actually, that's
stock
not a good way to
market.
phrase it.
This
How
just
do you
in.
phrase? Because like
We
it
have
feels like
reports that
here,
amazing commodities stocks have suddenly skyrocketed.
like it feels like Makoto is essentially this like straight man that helps the other characters develop. Okay. Oh, that's what it is, right? There's nothing else? So he's like... So yeah, he's like the ending is the graduation, I assume. You see, I feel like this feels like a spot where it's like, because like obviously all this is just like, how has Makoto gotten everybody to...
May I please come in?
Huh, okay, so it's happening now. Interesting.
Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see you again.
Weird music playing now.
I'm sorry to show up so suddenly.
So does Makoto not remember her either?
I really needed to talk to you. I remember everything. It seems like everyone else has forgotten.
Or is that what the answer is going to be? It's like her trying to get everyone's memories back? Oh fuck, I'm an idiot. I put the, like, I'm walking around, I forgot I left the controller like on the other side of the room.
I'm sorry. It's just that when I remembered, I was afraid you might go somewhere far away. Like you did during the last battle.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of thinking like, I kind of want to play the answer on my own now, but like I think I will stream it though. Just because I do know it is like very, very combat focused. And like obviously I'm assuming there is like narrative stuff here and there. But like I feel like what I'll probably do is just like rewatch the cutscenes after the fact.
I'm sorry.
But I'll like play it on
The
stream
ceremony's
though.
already begun. The weather is so nice outside. Do you remember where we all promised to meet? Why don't we go ahead and wait for the others?
Oh, I forgot about that too. Is that where he's gonna die? He's gonna fulfill his promise of
Time to part has finally
of
come.
meeting up with everybody at the rooftop.
We want the third-year class to know that we're truly proud of you. We wish each of you good health, happiness, and success. On this momentous occasion, I bid you all a
Yeah, so they really are going through the somber music already. Yeah.
Next, a word from the valedictorian. From Class D, Mitsuru Kirijo-san.
Thank you.
I guess they stopped it. I guess it's not really somber music, is it? I mean, like it is, but it's like
I accepted
I
an
don't know,
important
what's the right way to phrase it?
responsibility as student council president. When I first addressed you from this podium, I spoke to you all about seizing opportunity while you had the chance. It must have been fate that intervened and gave me an important reminder of this. As many of you know, my father unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness. Sudden illness?
Wow, that's rare. I've never heard her stumble in a speech before.
It's a big day. It must be tough to talk about her father.
Okay. Oh, anime.
I remember now.
wind. It feels so nice. I admit, I'm finally noticing the beauty of spring. It's wonderful. And yet, without exception, each and every season will come to an end. We fought side by side. We faced the world's end. And now, I'm finally beginning to understand what it was I'd been searching for. I always wondered what it really meant to live. Now I think it's following your heart, fighting for what you can change, and accepting the things you can't. Nothing on this earth lasts forever. Every life will one day fizzle out. That holds true for all of us, and as soon as
Was he
you
gonna
come to
die
terms
as they
with it,
arrive?
you realize something. You see what really matters, and find out what it is that gives your life meaning. When I learned that I wasn't strong enough, I was tormented by it. Now I understand why. Protecting others is the duty I was given. But to me, it was more than an obligation. At some point, it became something I wanted to do for myself. Once I decided to try and prevent the fall, something inside me clicked. When I thought about how I might never see you again, that's when I first understood what mattered to me the most. And so, I made up my mind. What I want is to protect you from now until the end of time. I want to stay by your side. And I know I'm not the only one out there who could do this. But still, I want to. Because I'm positive, if I do it for you, then nothing's a waste. My life will have meaning. So, thank you.
Okay.
Sorry. What's gotten into me? It's good. I finally found a reason to live. So why am I... They're here. I see it now. I have friends. We support each other through thick and thin. Not everything needs to be for some greater purpose. Just caring about someone can be enough. That's all we need to give our lives meaning. As for me, I found my path. And that's to protect you with my life. Thank you so much for everything. You must be tired. Go ahead and rest now. I'll be right here. I won't be going anywhere. In a moment, the others will be joining us.
Oof. Oh, I thought I had to push it. Do I not? Wait. Oh, I had to choose? Cool.
I'm right by your side, here to protect you forevermore.
Oh my god, dude. Alright. Wow, that was something. Yeah, that was a lot. Dude, I think that was like, I don't know. I feel like that was like, it's like thinking through the narrative as a whole again. It's like it's just so good. Like, it's like, I'm just like, oh my god, alright. Like, I think we have to, like, process this for, like, before I make the video itself. It's like, and, like, again, like, I need to see the answer, too. Maybe I'll wait until the answer to make the video, I don't know. Because I need to see what they do with it, because I'm kind of worried what they're going to do with it, to be honest. I don't think there's a reason to continue this. I think there can be some benefits, but it's like, I think it's implied, right? I don't know. Yeah, again, I think this is, like, I do think Persona 3 is a near masterpiece here. And it's like, again, like, I think it's tough between this and 5 just because, like, they're doing very different things despite having, like, the same gameplay loop and that sort of thing. And, like, I would say, like, from a, like, actually, I can't even say that, though. I was gonna say, like, from a gameplay perspective, I think 5 is better, but, like, that's not even necessarily true. I think, like, 5 does more, is really the thing. Where, like, I feel like this is, like, a, like, tighter, more, like, concise game. Again, it has, like, it's, like, really focused on themes. Like, almost everything seems to play into those themes. Yeah. And again, I feel like it is a spot where, like, I think I'm gonna miss this game now that it's done. Again, playing this game for, what, almost 3 months? I believe actually in a week it would be 3 months exact. I started, what? I started August 31st, right? It's November 20th, I believe? 20th, 21st? Let's see. 20th, yeah. It's the 20th. That was a while. But, yeah, that was a lot. I do think I'm going to grow to adore this game. I'm really, like, again, like, initially I was like, okay, I think this is a step below Persona 3. I think, like, as we got to, like, essentially, like, ever since I got back from from Double Exposure, I feel like I started, like, really, like, I think, like, being away for that long made me, like, long to play the game again. And then I think also through, like, rewatching some parts in the beginning and stuff, it's, like, I think, like, really being able to, like, take the game as a whole now, I do have this, like, further appreciation for it. So again, I think it's, like, I think this and, like, I think it's tough to say which one's, like, genuinely, I do think this might actually be better than 5. Like, I do think this is probably the better game, better told story. I think I still have to wrap my head around, like, my personal attachment to it. Where, again, like, obviously with 5, it's like, I feel so much more connected to that game. And I do think that game does, again, that game just does something, like, it's like, weird because, like, again, you would think they would be very similar, like, style of games because they're obviously, like, following the same gameplay loop and everything. And, like, have, like, obviously these, like, a lot of reoccurring aspects within both of them. But, like, I feel like they, like, do very different things. Like, I feel like I feel very differently coming out of the two. I mean, like, obviously there still is the notion of, like, okay, this was, like, this big, again, this, like, really long journey that we went through with all these characters and everything. But again, I feel like the way I felt after 5 was different, especially 5 Royal. To be fair, I don't even remember how I felt after OG 5 at this point. But like after Royal though, I remember like that really made me feel empty after finishing that. Just like again spent, and like that was even more fucked because I spent like, it was pretty much like an entire month of my life too. I don't even know how I did. Again, like it's insane that I played that in the course of a month back at the end of 2020 when I had the channel and everything. Like I think it was actually like when BB22 was happening, right? Like towards the end of BB22. So I generally don't understand how I had the time to play all of Persona 5 Royal in a month. Like literally Persona 5 Royal took me what, 120 hours, 130 hours, I think, stuff like that. Where like this game took me what, 80, and it took me 3 months. But yeah, yeah. Again, I do come out of this really adoring it. I do think, again, like I think now being able to like process everything, I think the ending is so perfect too. Yeah, I think I might come out of it. Like I don't know. Like I have this like really deep attachment to 5, but I might come out of it thinking 3 is better. Again, I think the thing is though, I do think I still like the individual members of the cast more in 5, and I feel like that's the thing that's like kind of leaving me back with 5. And I think like 5 also like gives like more of this like shonen vibe to it that like really like connects to me from like a nostalgia sort of level. And I think that's like my attachment to 5 is that I feel like 5 feels very nostalgic to me, and I feel like that's like the main thing. Like that's like really the main reason why I would say 5 is better than 3, where I do feel like 3 again, I just think is the better package. Like I think everything else about 3 is pretty much better, and it's more concise, and it's like, again, it's like the type of thing that I would like connect to. Like I think it's like if I played 3 first and I played 5 first, I think I would like 3 more. But, and like I think also it had to do with the time that I played 5 too, because like that was the time where like I was like just super nostalgic about things. I was like going back and because again, that was like immediately after I bought my PS4. And like that was the time where like the reason I bought the PS4 to begin with was because I was getting so nostalgic about wanting to play a lot of these older games. Where like in 2016 I went back and played again the original Last of Us and Mass Effect, and I forgot what else I played. Obviously the Assassin's Creed games and stuff. But like I stopped playing games for a few years outside the new. Actually no, I didn't even play the new Assassin's Creed. I played Rogue and I didn't even play anything in 2015, right? But again, I got like really nostalgic, started playing games again, and then again in 2017, like obviously Persona 5 played Persona 5 and really adored it there. And again, it and also at the time, like I was like rewatching Power Rangers and Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, it's like very much into this like phase of just like being very nostalgic for these things. And I feel like Persona 5 really perfectly like tapped into that, with it feeling like an anime, like a shonen anime from when I was a kid. Again, having like arc after arc where you like get a new member for your crew each time, and like I feel like those things attach to me more than the actual like more so like critical analysis of it. Like I feel like when we're looking at like the themes and all that of Persona 5, none of that like that doesn't attach to me as much as it does with Persona 3. Or I feel like Persona 3 does it like masterfully. I think like the themes of this game are so well realized. That's like I have like so much respect for how this game handles its story in particular, and also like not even just the story. It's like how it connects like the gameplay, the social link, like all these like things to its like core narrative, and to the themes. Like I think it does that very well, to where like I think again, like if I were to play Persona 3 for first time now, actually no, let's phrase that differently. I think if I was to play Persona 5, okay, we're getting actually post-credit. Yeah, if I was to play Persona 5 for first time now, I think I would think 3 is the better game. Okay. Well, there we go. Whew. You can start the game over, carry over. Okay, that's fine. Trophies. I assume just finishing main story. Watch the good ending. Actually, should I go back and watch the bad ending? I'll do that one, right? Almost 80 hours. Huh. This is a different menu and stuff, isn't it? Oh yeah, because it's the fucking... Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, so... I need to buy the expansion pass, oh no. Yeah, obviously, again, I have Episode Aegis on Game Pass. So, I'll be playing that on Xbox, I'll be streaming it, we'll see how that goes. I might go and play the other ending, the bad ending, or maybe I'll just watch it on YouTube, I don't know, I'll probably do one of the two. And I'm probably not even going to talk about it in the video, just because, like, again, the video I'm going to make is not really, like, a full-on retrospective. It's not going to be, like, in the vein that I do my typical, like, my more recent videos. It's going to be more so just, like, generally just talking about my experience through the game. I will probably be running through it chronologically for the most part, but, like, again, it'll pretty much just be, like, talking about my thoughts, like, as I went along. To where, again, I plan on making it, like, a bit differently than, like, my recent ones, where obviously a lot of it's, like, taking the grand scope of the thing, like, as a whole, and, like, obviously having played the games a billion times for whatever thing I'm making. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. Yeah, that's insane. I can't believe I finished it at this point. And again, I mean, like, it's, like, weird, too, because, like, I feel, like, a little bit empty, but, like, also I know the answer. And also it's like, I know I have Metaphor coming for me, that was a weird phrasing of that, but, like, I have Metaphor to play soon too, so even then, like, I know it's not, like, the last of these sort of games I'm gonna be playing. But yeah, yeah, that was, again, that was pretty much as good as I could have expected it to be, so, yeah, alright, so, yeah, with that, again, that's it for Persona, fuck me, I keep saying 5, Persona 3, Reload, plan moving forward with this channel, again, I am going to play Metaphor, however, I'm going to take a little break, well, probably a little break tomorrow, where I probably just won't play anything, I'll probably just work on videos, but, we'll be back with probably 3 other Let's Plays before Metaphor, all shorter games that I just want to play before the end of the year. So I got Still Wakes the Deep, which is on Game Pass. So again, probably no audio, no commentary for it. Then again, I do actually, this is the thing, I actually bought a physical copy of it on PlayStation, but I think I'm going to keep it sealed. So, yeah, I'll play on an Xbox with no commentary, so that'll be that. Then I'll play Indica, which I do have on PlayStation, only on PlayStation, so again, I will be streaming, or I'll be recording that with audio. And then I'll play Open Roads, which is also on Game Pass, which is like 2 hours, it's super short, but again, it's, again, probably no audio for that, so that'll probably be the next 3 games we play. Again, I think I'll have them all done, like, in a week-ish. It won't take that long. Again, like, Indica and the other game, Still Wakes the Deep, they're like 4-hour games. The other one, Open Roads, is like 2.5 hours, so it won't take that long. I think we'll have them done, like, maybe by, I don't know, by December, maybe a little bit after that. We'll see. Beginning of December. Either way, after that, we'll go to Metaphor, and that'll probably take me 3 months, so we'll see how that goes. Which I'm excited for. Again, here, obviously, very, 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 very good things, so yeah, that's it. Again, this, I do have that feeling of, like, kind of emptiness here with this game. But yeah, we're done. Then again, I'll be streaming Persona 3. No, what the fuck is it? It's The Answer. I'll be streaming Persona. Fuck me. Oh my god. I'll be streaming The Answer. Which, again, if anyone's watching this without actually knowing who I am outside this, then, again, it technically will probably be in the playlist for the Persona 3 playthrough following this, as I play it. But but also it'll probably be more so me rambling about reality TV instead of actually paying attention to the game. So there's that. But yeah, that's it for this. So yeah, thank you for watching.